phones. You're not selling anything.
The Fed's not done, and I'm going to tell you why.
Welcome back to Sean's show. Late episode. Thank you very much. Sorry I'm late. I was on the road doing stand-up comedy in some really excellent cities, including Ottawa, Montreal, not Toronto. Fuck Toronto. Fuck Drake. He's a pedophile. Toronto is as if Toronto is like trying to be New York, and it's just not. It's not going to work. It does not work. It does not work. The audiences were shit. I'm sorry to say, they were not great. And it's just I've never had fun there. There's like nothing. Toronto, it really, and I feel like every time I do the road, I'm like, I go to Canada, I shit on Canada. Canada's a great country, but Canada is what you get when you figure everything out and then you create problems for yourself. It's like a rich country where you generally are safe and you generally don't need to worry about things like, you know, a masked man with an assault rifle ripping a baby out of your hands. Like, you don't have to worry about that in Canada. And so what happens is they create all of these problems that are not even real problems that they like, because you need to be human is to solve problems. And now that Canada doesn't have any real problems, they have all these like fake issues that they deal with. And it doesn't make for a very fun place. So I'm glad I'm trauma bonded to America. And I'm very grateful to be trauma bonded to my favorite country. Let's get into it. I mean, we have so much to cover. We have like a week and a half of news to get to. LA is doing great. Los Angeles is doing fine. The only, people, I used to live in LA, and, I would say it's actually doing better than it was when I lived there, which was the pandemic. I think, I will say the funniest thing about the LA protests and the ICE raids is that you know that there's like a 22-year-old liberal white woman, and she's like, well, like, there's no rolls right now. like that's what's going on in LA. This is happening like West LA. It's like the ICE is ripping a baby out of a mother's hands. She's going, mijo, ¿por qué, mijo? And then there's like some dumb bitch drinking Starbucks, like, but there's like no rolls. But no, there's no, look, my agent's still like, no, he really likes me. No, he really likes me. Like, things are going, I got new, mijo, ¿por qué? No, but I got like, I got new headshots. I got new headshots. And so like things are just so crazy. Like they're like having brunch. If the brunch stops, if the rich white liberal women stop having brunch, America has fallen. Okay? That is because that is the scary thing about fascism, is that it doesn't feel real until you are a target. It doesn't feel real until you are a victim of it. That's a classic, that's a classic line from the Holocaust. First they came for the Jews, but I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for the autistic guys, and there was no one left to speak for me. So it's crazy right now, and it's sick. It's sick what's going on. And they're deploying Marines. It's got to be crazy to be a Marine right now. Imagine, you're an Alabama kid, your dad was a drunk, your mom was a whore, and you're like, I want to make something of my life, God damn it. I love this country, and you know what? I need order and discipline in my life. I'm going to answer the call. And you join and you get into the Marines. You do decently on your ASVAB. You get like a good score. Good enough to not get infantry. And you're in the Marines, and you train for years, and you become a human killer. You become the man that is in the movies, Die Hard. You become Bruce Willis from Die Hard, snapping necks, clearing rooms. You speak Italian you speak Arabic. Marines, they're learning Arabic. they're learning. Well, Marines are like, oh, Marines think they can speak Arabic, but all they know in Arabic is put your hands up. But now, and then, and now you get the call and you're like, hey, guess what? You're officially a Marine. Yeah, that's great. Thank you, sir. Your first mission, go to Koreatown. Like, where's my first mission, sir? Where's my first mission? Am I going to Iran? Am I going to North Korea, sir? Am I going to invade? Are we going to invade North Korea and free those people from that dictator? Are we going to free North Koreans from a starving country? No, even better. You're going to go to a church in Koreatown and deport a mom of 3. Huh? Wait, what? You're going to go, Koreatown? Like, yeah, I've been to LA. I have family in LA. You're going to go to Koreatown and you're going to go to a Korean Catholic church and you're going to find Maria Vasquez Jr. and you're going to deport her to a country that she's not even from. And you're going to do this to serve your country. Do you want to serve your country? It's time to steal. Do you want to serve your country? This is the new Marine ad. Marines, the few, the proud, the sick. Marines, the few, the scared. I would be so scared to be a Marine. Marines, I see these TikToks from these guys that like, they put this like dramatic sound over it and they go, oh, you thought the National Guard was bad? You thought the National Guard was bad? You've never met a Marine. You want to know what Marines do every day? They fuck each other. They try to scare you. Like, you don't even know what Marines are capable of. They fight each other every day just for fun. Like, they eat nails for breakfast and they suck each other's cocks all day. It's like, okay, yes, it's cool that we have a strong crew of guys that can defend us. But let's remember what the mission is. The mission is to go to LA. There's no IEDs in LA. Okay? There's no enemy in LA except for ICE. But there's really there's no to deploy the National Guard and the Marines is tough for everyone. It's a show of force by the Trump administration to make due on his promise to deport immigrants. And when here's what I would say. If you're in LA right now and this is a message to everyone. If you are in LA right now and you're scared, just remember that we are one people. We are all Americans, okay? So what I want you to do is, if you're in LA, okay, and you're scared, I want you to go to the protest. I want you to find the first guy you see with a riot shield and an assault rifle and just try to reason with him. Put the concrete down. I know George Soros gave you a brick of concrete. Put the concrete, which we'll get to. No, we'll get to that. If you're in LA, try to reason with the law enforcement. That would be my message. Be like, how do I stay safe in LA? Try to talk to the law enforcement. Put the concrete down and go up to them. Be like, hey, what's your name? I'm Sean. Then you're going to get shot with a beanbag. But just stay there. Feet planted. Strong. You go, hi. I would just like to say, there's like people screaming and fires and cars burning and Waymos crashing into people. Just stay calm and go, did you know that on a per capita basis, and you're going to be getting shot as you say this. He's going to be, by the way, you're going to be getting shot with not a less than lethal beanbag, but just try to get this out before you get shot in the head with a beanbag. Don't you know, on a per capita basis, undocumented immigrants commit less violent crimes than the average citizen. Bam! Try that. Just try that. Go up to a Marine who's saying, leave the area. This area, this has been ruled This has been ruled an unlawful assembly. Leave the area or you will be shot. You go, wait a minute. Don't you guys know undocumented immigrants are less violent per capita than American citizens? If someone can just go up to an ICE agent and try to reason with ICE. That's my advice. I'm like a rapper. What's my advice? Reason with ICE. Guys, have you met ICE? ICE are smart guys. They're smart guys. How long does it take to become I applied. I was rejected. That goes to show how smart they are. I'm an aerospace engineer. Okay? I've worked in high finance, and they did a background check on me. I applied for ICE. I was like, I want to work at ICE, and they're like, we're not going to take you. We listened to Sean's show, and we gave it 1 star. I'm like, you fuckers. So it's a very scary time in Los Angeles, and it's hard to watch from New York, and it's all sort of coming to a head with it's a very interesting moment right now, because you sort of have dual events. It really feels like we're at the third act of a movie almost, where you've got the Trump's military parade on. Isn't this crazy? It's like, it's weird how stuff lines up like this. On the one hand, it's going to be America's 250th birthday, by the way, on July 4th, 1776. And they're doing a military parade. And simultaneously, on the other end of the spectrum, you have a protest funded by No Kings, or allegedly funded by No Kings, an organization that's against kings. Now, it's interesting to see how this plays out, how it will play out. But I think that it's really important right now, no matter where you land on the political spectrum, is to be aware that there's so much noise and lies and fake news coming at you. And that's just from this show. You know, that's just from Sean's show. So not only that, a lot of bad actors are out there trying to make AI to stir shit up. And that's the first video that I'd like to watch together. If we could just cut to this video, George. And we're going to just take a look. Let's see. This is an AI video proven to be AI by some asshole on X. And let's see what AI comes up with when you ask it to make a protest video.
Why are you rioting? I don't know. I was paid to be here, and I just want to destroy stuff.
That's my friend. No, can you pause it?
You are doing.
Why
are you rioting?
That's my friend. That's my friend Gabe from high school. This is not AI. This is not the video I was talking about. This is real. I actually paid that guy. Look at that guy. Also, here's how you know this is AI instantly. This guy is dressed like a Trump voter. He's wearing a jean jacket and a fucking bandana. That is not what I've seen in the LA protests. I've not seen a guy that looks like Kurt Cobain. This guy, insane. Let's keep watching. This is great.
I don't know. I was paid to be here, and I just want to destroy stuff. Is what you are doing illegal?
Well, these are peaceful protests. Even that guy over there says so.
If you're just listening, so it's
why are you rioting?
It ends with Gavin Newsom checking. Could you go back to that still frame? I mean, that is funny. It's Gavin Newsom checking his hair. This is actually a real video. The first two were AI. This could be real. And as people become older, truly, there's almost this spectrum where certain generations are now being tricked, and it's getting younger and younger. And AI, boomers are gonna it's really scary because so many people are gonna believe this. Isn't that fucking scary? Is that there are people out there that will just see this video and they won't have any context. It'll just be the video with no context. And they'll see it and they'll be like, oh my God, can you believe Gavin Newsom was checking his hair in front of a burning car. And people are just going to believe that for the rest of their life. And they'll make decisions based on that. So it's really, it's really scary because this video is portraying something that it's not portraying what it's actually like in LA. This video is not portraying what it's like in LA. What it's like is way worse. Gavin Newsom wasn't just checking his hair, okay? No, he so just be wary of that shit. There's more in the protest. I want to go to let's see. I think I had other stuff on the protest. Let's do that. That would be great. Let's do this Trump discussion. And there's a couple timestamps here that I think are going to be good. So, Trump had a little gaggle. They call it a gaggle. And I think there's a couple timestamps there that we can take a look at. By the way, this gaggle that we're about to listen to is also AI. Everything's AI now. Trump's AI. I'm AI. We're all AI. But let's listen to Trump and let's see what Trump has to say about the LA protests. Let's take a listen.
Look in your face and they spit right in your face. They're animals. And these are paid insurrectionists. These are paid troublemakers. They're agitators. They're paid. Do you think somebody walks up to a curb and starts hammering pieces out, has all the equipment necessary, and starts handing it out to people to use as a weapon?
Yes.
These are paid insurrectionists.
Can you pause it? Have we been to LA? Have you been to LA, Trump? Have you met an Angelino? If you know Angelinos, you know that a lot of them have gas masks just because they have equipment. Wait, so just because they have equipment means they're funded by what? The Jews? I know that's what you want to say. You know what's so funny is just because they have gas. I lived in LA and I had a gas mask in my closet. That's not true. But people in LA are like, they have a history of protesting. It's fucking Los Angeles. We all know LA. So just because they have little things of concrete, and this happened with the BLM protests too, by the way. There were photos of like pallets of brick. I will say that is odd. Hey, I'm down with BLM, but I will say the pallets of bricks, who's that? Who's that? So yes, when you see, I don't want to be totally unfair because when Trump says stuff like this, I'm like, okay, you're right. It is a little strange that the protesters suddenly have equipment, but let's be fair to the protesters too. A lot of them are in. See here, actually, here's a good metaphor. Here's a good metaphor for this. Both things can be true. Because I've seen videos of like moms with fucking leaf blowers. And you're like, what's that leaf blower for? And this mom is like, to blow the fucking tear gas back at those motherfuckers. And you're like, that's not a paid protester. That's not. If you are a mom with a leaf blower saying to blow the tear gas back at those motherfuckers, that's not a funded protester. That's a fucking bad bitch. And then yes, you've got agitators that I've read about the CIA. Here's the funny thing about people that are saying, oh, the protesters in LA are paid. Yes, they're paid, but a bunch of different people are all funding them. So here's what's actually so crazy about the LA protests right now is this. You have people from holding bricks of concrete, slabs of concrete, throwing them at ICE and the Marines. And they're all next to each other. And they're like, fuck ICE. Wait, who's paying you? Oh, I'm getting paid by the CIA. Oh, really? I'm getting paid by Mossad. Fuck ICE. So it's like, oh, like who's paying you? Oh, I'm getting paid by liberal billionaires. Oh yeah, I'm getting paid by Republican billionaires. I'm here to antagonize. Oh, I'm here to fuck ICE. And then ICE is like, who's paying you? It's like Everyone is getting paid by the CIA. And okay, it's like people are like, and like, let's not be partisan. That's what I'm saying. This is a these protests are, I know it looks like very divisive. It's actually a unifying issue because everyone in this situation on the streets, on both sides, funded by billionaires and the CIA and the Israeli intelligence, the Mossad. And they're all there to like blow off some steam. I think that's what's going on is we have a lot of people that want to blow off some steam. So that was a little insensitive. It's crazy and bad that they're trying to deport people that are just trying to live their fucking lives. I do think that's crazy. That does not make me a woke pussy. I love it. I love how like you'll be like, what's wrong with people that want to come to this country? They want to pay taxes. They're not on welfare. They're just trying to work. Like you make these arguments and then half the country goes, you're a woke pussy. So you believe in the law. They're like, you'd be like, okay, yes, they came here illegally. Semi air quotes on that. Yes, they broke the law the letter of the law when they came here. But now they're here and they, and truly people that come here illegally and they make it and they're working and they just want to raise a family and have a better life. That's the most American fucking thing you can do, in my opinion. And I'll keep it real, guys. I'm a hustler. If I was born in Venezuela and my choices were join the cartel or try to gun it and make it in America, a different cartel, I'm joining the Venezuelan cartel. No, I'm kidding. So anyway, it's a crazy time right now, and there's lots of chaos, and all we can do is hope for the best. My extended family, they are all in LA. A lot of them are, and I'm on this group chat with all of my extended family, and a lot of them are like old boomer people that live in LA, and they are they're well off. A lot of them are wealthy, and they're all talking about the protests, and they're like, oh, stay safe, let's stay inside. And I'm like, it's just class. It's like, it's just, I mean, it could escalate. We don't really know where it's going to go, but if the rich whites are scared, then things aren't that bad. And I will move on from this, but I will say, I'll end this topic with this. If the rich liberal white actress stops talking about roles and starts talking about how much water should I buy at Erewhon, then we have a problem. If the rich liberal white woman stops being like, yeah, I got new headshot. Yeah, I got new headshot. No, it's going good. Yeah, no, things are so crazy. No, things are like so crazy right now. No, I'm okay. No, yeah, I'm in Bel Air. Yeah, no, I'm with my boyfriend in Bel Air, Mom. No, it's like things are like so not in Bel Air. No, like things are. I'm just like I feel so bad. Well, not in Bel Air. No, like things are just so crazy right now, Mom. Yeah, no, Jared's doing good. Yeah, he's in real estate. He's doing real estate. Yeah, they're working on this really good deal. But I just feel so bad for everyone, with the whole what are they, ICE, I think it's called. It's so bad. CAA is next week. Yeah, CAA and ICM. Yeah, and that's next week. So it's really, it's a that new HBO series. I'm hoping that comes through. I'm just I'm checking my email. So sad. If that becomes, Mom, I'm scared, please help me, then we have a problem. Not that we don't have a problem right now, but we'll move on. Please stay safe out there, whoever you are. Let's talk about, I guess we kind of already did the military parade. We have so much news, you guys. We have so much news. Let's go to I don't know. We got AI. We got 23andMe. Let's do the 23andMe. That one's fun. So, while you queue it up, I'll set the stage here. So, an executive from 23andMe was interrogated and did one of these congressional hearings, which we all love to watch. Is it on there? Oh, cool. So yeah, there was a congressional hearing. 23andMe executive sat in, and these things are a circus, right? We all know that congressional hearings do not benefit anyone. No one. And that's the thing is like, congressional hearings are oh, could you add me to the oh, thank you. Congressional hearings are funny because it's like it's the government's version of a podcast. Like, this is just like a podcast. It's just a podcast in a big room. And it doesn't really matter. Remember in 08, if you're old enough, remember in 08 when they did when all those Wall Street guys were at a congressional hearing and they're like, so you lied. And they're like, maybe. So you lied and defrauded the American public. They're like, I don't have that in front of me. And then nothing happened to them. But you know who lost? We all lost. The American taxpayer. You know how much these fuckers get paid? These dumbass fucking senator boomer fucks. These dumbass fucks that don't know what TikTok is. Isn't it insane that 80-year-old racist white guys who don't know what Wi-Fi is run the country? Does that make anyone else? Does that blow anyone else's minds? Is it insane that these people, they interview the CEO of TikTok too. They interview these people at the congressional hearings. Nothing ever comes out of it. A plane, we'll do that next. A plane crashed in India, killing 200 fucking people today. Guess what? They're going to bring the CEO of Boeing into this room and they're going to grill him and they're going to read him the riot act. And then you know what he's going to do? He is going to fly on his PJ back to Teterboro where things are safe. He doesn't go to Newark. None of these people fly into Newark. That's the real problem. The problem is everyone is like screaming about how fucked up air safety is and how bad everything is. And they're like, Newark's fucked. And then they don't fly into Newark. They don't need to fly into Newark, so they don't need to solve the problem. We need people throwing rocks at Teterboro. We need people throw rocks at private jets. That is how you want to make change in America. Throw a concrete slab at a private jet. This is a joke. I'm not inciting violence. Also, you can't throw a rock that high. But if you don't know, 23andMe is a company where they take your genetic data, they sell it to Palantir so that they can deport you. That's basically what 23andMe does. I'm joking, of course, but I think you jizz in a cup or something. Is it cum? No, it's spit, right? You spit in you swab your mouth. I never did it because I don't trust anyone. And with my genetic data, they probably already have it. But 23andMe is going bankrupt because they don't have a business model. Because what is their business model? 23andMe's whole platform was like, we're going to take genetic data and we're going to use your genetic data to do pharmaceutical R&D research and like we're going to like work with pharmaceutical companies somehow and, make new gene therapies or make new vaccines based on this data that you give us. And that didn't work. And so they went bankrupt. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, they're going to be acquired by a private equity firm. Can we look that up, George, just to make sure? Can you just type in like 23andMe acquisition? This should scare all of us. I just want to make sure I get the I just want to see who's buying them. Regeneron. Okay. So Regeneron's going to buy them. And what's going to come with that acquisition is all this genetic data. And so that should concern you because you gave your genetic data to 23andMe. You didn't give it to Regeneron. What's Regeneron going to do? They don't. Now it's just lost, right? So let's take a look at this congressional hearing, and let's see what they have to say.
So how many customers do you have approximately?
Between 14 and 15 million customers.
Between 14 and 15 million. I think you told Senator Britt just a minute ago that a goodly number of those are minors. Is that correct?
What I said was I don't have the number of customers.
You have the genetic data of a good many minors. Is that correct?
We have genetic data for a particular number of minors, and I will be happy to provide.
People under the age of 18. Is that correct?
That is how I'm defining a minor.
So they give your customers, I just want to make sure I understand your business model. Your customers give you their genetic information for you to run various tests on. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
And I mean, that's pretty sensitive stuff, isn't it? Somebody's genetic information. Is there anything more personal than that?
I would agree with you.
Pause it.
That, genetic
Yes.
data.
You know what's more personal than my genetic data? My YouTube algorithm. I'm happy to give you my social security number. I just gave some of my social security number over email. I'm happy to give you my genetic data. I'm 100% Ashkenazi Jew, which, by the way, we'll talk about the hack. I will never let anyone, well, I guess I kind of let you guys see my YouTube algorithm when we're watching this video, my recommended videos. That's how you know I'm a good person. I'm listening to lo-fi beats. I'm listening to center. That's how you know I'm a piece of shit. I'm listening to breaking points. I'm listening to lo-fi beats. Go ahead. What's that one? Peters. I'm listening to jungle trap. And I'm watching aircraft. I'm watching a pilot talk about aircraft failures. I'm not a psycho. But I'm an open book. That's why I'm happy to share it. But the thing that's more sensitive than your genetic data, just to be clear, is your YouTube algorithm. You can learn a lot about, you learn whether someone's a good person based on their YouTube algorithm. And you know what's so funny? I thought about YouTube. I've been thinking about this. The YouTube algorithm is a lot like a politician. Because politicians, they'll just say stuff. They'll just say stuff until they get a rise out of you and they get like applause, right? And they're like, oh, that was good. I got to say 10 more things like that. YouTube's the same way, where it'll suggest you stuff and it'll just suggest you stuff until you click. And I was on YouTube the other day and I was scrolling and I just was like bored of watching the same old shit. And I was like, lo-fi beats, NBC, scrolling, whatever, plane crash, postmortems, scrolling. And YouTube was like, oh, he's not clicking on anything. Let's switch it up. So I was scrolling and like on the 20th video, YouTube was like, threw out some Fox News at me. And it was like lo-fi beats? No. Center left news? No. Immigrants are dangerous? And I was like, okay, all right, let's click. That's what it does. It's like, hey, like maybe we can radicalize you. Like boring music I've listened to, news I've already seen. Nick Fuentes has some stuff to say. What about Nick Fuentes? And that's what the internet, and then that's how you get sucked down into like these crazy little rabbit holes. And then, if you keep scrolling on the 100th video, you're going to get recommended Sean's show. And that's how you know you're fucked. That's how you know you've done something wrong. Let's jump to the middle of this. There's some pretty funny moments. Let's take a look.
An article from the Wall Street Journal, 23andMe site goes down as customers struggle to delete their data. Can they even get onto your site to delete their data?
They can, Senator.
This guy looks like such a sleaze bag.
Issue that, yes.
Well, Senator.
After
it's up and running now. Customers can go on.
Customers can go on and they can delete their data.
What happens when they go onto your site to delete their data?
When a customer logs into their account at 23andMe, they go to their settings page, and there's a section there where just click delete my data. It confirms that they want to delete their data.
It's not gone.
It's deleted
you can't
automatically.
Is that true? Let's take a look. Okay. When they go onto your page.
By the way, I don't like this guy either, Holly.
It says
He's a
permanently
scumbag
delete
too.
the data. So they click the button that says permanently delete the data, and then they get a notification that says your account is no longer accessible. How do they know if they can't access their account anymore? How do they know their data's been deleted?
Because
It hasn't been.
Notification
It has
that
not
their
been.
information has
Senator,
been deleted.
that's
You
because
said
it has
once,
not
how long
been.
does that take?
Our policy state that,
Can you pause it?
delete their data
That's
within 30
let's just do maybe this will be a fun little segment. Honest congressional hearing. Well, wait a minute. So we actually tried to make an account and then delete the data, but it says after you delete the data, it says you can't access your account. So how do I know it's been deleted? Senator, the CIA has all the data. Senator Palantir has the data. Senator, how do you think we stayed in business this long? ICE has the data. Well, how do I know if it's been deleted if I can't access my account? Senator, I'm really sorry. ICE has the data of the minors. Isn't it insane? And I mean, this guy's a sick fuck. Look at this guy's face. He's a real sick fuck. I love a guy in a yellow tie. Fuck you. Yellow tie. Who wears a yellow tie? It's reminds me of piss. This guy has a piss tie and a piss attitude. I love a Silicon Valley executive who's failed. Nothing I love more than Elizabeth Holmes. I love Elizabeth Holmes. I love someone with an ego that's so massive that they think they can revolutionize an industry, especially when it's healthcare or drug discovery, multi-billion-dollar industries. And they think that they have the audacity to think, I'm going to make this better and also enrich myself in the process. That's the delusion of Silicon Valley entrepreneurs, is they think, I'm going to make this better for people, and I'm simultaneously going to enrich myself. Those things are mutually exclusive. You want to enrich yourself, you're going to do it at the cost of the public. And so this fucking guy goes up and it's just weird. It's giving P. Diddy. You're taking the genetic data of minors? Why? Why are you taking the genetic data of a minor? Okay, let's keep watching.
30 days, and in most cases, it is automatic and happens much quickly.
And when you delete it, it's deleted. It's gone forever.
All
No.
the genetic data is deleted forever?
No.
Yes.
No.
Really? Because that's
No.
not what your privacy statement says in the fine print. Let's read it.
Get him! Fuck this guy too, but
What
get
the
him!
statement says is, we retain personal information for as long as necessary to provide the services and fill the transactions you have requested, to comply with our legal obligations, resolve disputes, enforce agreements, et cetera, et cetera. And then it goes on, 23andMe and or our contracted genotyping laboratory will retain your genetic information even if you choose to delete your account.
Senator, 23andMe, it does
Can you pause it?
not retain any.
This is the part where it's actually, you just lied to everyone. Here it says that your data is not actually deleted, even though you request to delete it. And it just cuts back to him, and he rips off his mask. He's like, he's a lizard. He's a lizard. He's like, you're human. Your humanity will burn. That's what I want this guy to take off his mask and be like, your race will die. AI lizards are coming. And he evaporates into dust. That's what I want to happen. The only way congressional hearings are going to make a difference is if when Senator Hawley goes, actually, you're lying about what your company does. You keep the data. The data's in outer space. We're using the data to make a new race. You're a disgusting species. You're disgusting. You make me sick. You weak scum. And then he'll go, Chairman, I reclaim my time. He rips off his an actual robot lizard from space. 23andMe is the bellwether for what's to come. Senator, I reclaim my time. I reclaim my time from the robot lizard. By the way, I want to clarify, if this guy's Jewish, I'm not trying to imply the common stereotype that Jewish people are lizards. This guy is a lizard because he's a CEO or an executive. Okay. What makes you a lizard is not your religion. It's your job title. Let's move on. That was just a fun little tidbit. There's been a horrible plane crash in India that's killed 200 people. And it's a Boeing Dreamliner 787 has crashed, killing over 200 people. It was headed to London. But on the bright side, there's one survivor. There's one survivor that that miraculously walked away. He reportedly jumped out of the exit of the airplane before the plane crashed and survived. And I want to watch the video because it's really I think I linked it in the list there. The video of this guy walking away is unbelievable. So we're gonna watch this because it's like one of the most it's just one of the most shocking videos of. I know we're watching a lot of videos this episode, but sorry if you're just listening. So if you're just listening, we have a video of this guy in the right by where the wreckage happened. Hopefully it didn't get deleted. Here we go. And he's walking away from the plane crash, and I mean it's just so crazy. It was just so crazy. We have to just watch. It's crazy. Look at this guy. Just walking away. He's just crazy. I love his attitude. He's like, fuck out of here. He's like limping, but he's like walked away. He's walking away, and everyone's like, dude, and I want to say this. This is what it's like doing stand-up comedy open mics in Austin, Texas. Every time I did an open mic in Austin, after they're like, how did you survive that? I'm like, fuck you. I'm like bloodied. That's what it's like. This is the Austin comedy scene. This is the Austin, Texas comedy scene. Is you're just walking around with a limp. It's anyway, I just want to share that with you guys. It's a crazy story, and people are saying, they still have to do a report on it, but it's yet another issue for Boeing. It could have been pilot error. We don't know, but it crashed shortly after takeoff, and it's just a fucking tragedy. And it's really, really sad. And I think these stories are scary because it's like in your mind, it's like, okay, it makes you scared to fly. You see shit like this and you're like, I don't want to fly. Why would I fly? Fucking, I could die in a fireball. But statistically, it's actually, people say it's actually more dangerous. The car ride, the Uber to the airport or the subway, whatever you take. The Uber to the airport, not the subway. If you drive to an airport, that's more dangerous than the flight. You're more likely to die on the way to the airport than you are on the flight. But when I see stuff like this, I'm like, it scares me. It still scares me because I don't want to die. I'd rather die in a car accident. I don't know. What's a worse way to die? I think it's dying in a car accident is probably worse because there's just probably metal in your chest. Like if you're in a car accident, it's probably a head trauma or a fucking I don't know, a seat, a headrest fucking thing in your neck. Like I don't know. That could be really gory and fucked up. It almost is better to die in a plane crash. Not much comedy on this one, guys. This one's I'll be honest. I'm taking some swings, and I'm not really feeling any of the stuff I'm saying because it's just sad. Let's read some details. Maybe there's some humor in the story. Probably not. Let's read. An Air India passenger plane bound for London with more than 240 people on board crashed into a medical college. Well, there you go. There's the comedy. Is that they were right there to help them out. The one guy that lived, no, you got the one guy that jumped out Probably they were like, hey, man, we're actually studying for this stuff right now. This is perfect. Crashed into a medical college in the northwestern city of Ahmedabad, one of India's worst airline disasters in decades. That's fucking crazy, dude. And you know, I think people in America don't give a shit. Like when they read India, they read another country, like plane crash in India or like plane crash in Brazil. It's like people don't really I feel like people don't really have the same gravity. Like if this happened in America, we would all be like, what the fuck, dude? Like if this said 200 dead in Houston plane crash, it would be a story for a whole month, right? But since it was in India, you know, people don't care as much, but I fucking care. This is 200 people that died. And they were on their way to London, one of my favorite cities that I've never been to. Who is the survivor? Let's go down a little bit. Who's the survivor? The lone surviving passenger is Vishwash Kumar Ramesh, who reportedly walked away after the accident and appeared to escape without life-threatening injuries. He was disoriented with multiple injuries all over his body, but he seemed to be out of danger. What caused the crash? That's unclear. Oh, that's convenient for Boeing. What caused the crash? I don't know. Who knows? What kind of plane was it? I don't know yet. A plane crashed. Well, who caused it? We don't know yet. What kind of plane was the plane? What brand? Who made the plane? I mean, we're still investigating. And look, it could have been pilot error. That's what people are saying. But it's convenient for Boeing. Isn't it convenient for Boeing that it's always pilot error? Are they all pilot error? I love that. They go, oh my God, horrific, tragic plane crash. Kills 200. Oh my God. Let's investigate. The first thing we should ask is, were the pilots on ketamine? What? What about the black box? Isn't there a black box? I love how they call it a black box. You know what's... Okay, here, let me cook on this one. You know what's so funny is whenever there's a plane crash, they have to find the black box, which has all of the data that they use, and the black box always survives, and they use that data to analyze what happened and why it crashed. And the name of that thing is black box. You know what else that phrase is used for? When things are undiscoverable, which is funny. It's like, we have to find the black box so we can find the truth. Okay. The plane was a Boeing 787 Dreamliner, which has never crashed. This is the first ever crash of a Boeing 787 aircraft. Boeing stock is getting hammered today, as it should, and you know, it's just a fucking tragedy. There's no other way to say it. There's no other way to say it, guys. That was just sad. Let's move on. Let's get funny. Let's talk about AI. There's some good AI news. AI is getting a little bit... AI is getting wild. Every day it gets smarter. Let's start with this. So, this is an interesting story. Disney and Universal are suing Midjourney, which is an AI company, for the unlicensed usage of Star Wars, The Simpsons, and more. So, I love this because I'm not on anyone's side. I want you guys all to burn in hell. Let's be totally clear. I want Midjourney, I want Disney, I want all of you guys to burn in hell. And so, I'm glad, I like it. This to me, you know, like the Elon Trump feud. This is my Elon Trump feud. The biggest content production houses getting in a legal battle with the biggest AI companies is my Elon Trump. I want you all to burn in fucking hell. You can go fuck yourself. I'm so glad that you're all wasting money on corporate attorneys that charge $1,000 an hour. And I hope they eat you alive. I hope you guys both go bankrupt on lawyer fees. And I hope you never resolve this. You want to know why? Because all of the people involved in this, Disney suing an AI company for stealing from Disney. Hey, here's a question. How did Disney start? Theft. This is like America. Disney is suing an AI company saying, well, you used our movies and trained your AI models with our movies that we made. Where did you get the movies? Theft. You stole the stuff we stole. Hey, you stole the stuff we stole. What the fuck? By the way, you're like, AI is like, hey, we're going to use your movies and train our models, and we're going to sell our models and create products based on our models and make money off of you, technically, and we're not going to pay you. What the fuck? That's our stuff that we fucking stole. That's not fair. Disney and Universal. Can you zoom in a little bit, George? Thank you so much. Beautiful. And just scroll up a little bit to set this up here. Disney and Universal. Oh, sorry. Could you just scroll up to the top of the article? Thank you so much. Disney and Universal joined forces in a lawsuit against AI image creator Mage. I was like, oh, well, they're making wizards and shit. I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Disney and Universal joined forces in a lawsuit against AI image creator Midjourney, alleging copyright infringement. It's the first AI copyright lawsuit from the Hollywood giants. So let's listen to this. The lawsuit claims that the company used and distributed AI-generated characters from the movie studios like Star Wars, The Simpsons, and other films, and alleges that Midjourney disregarded requests to stop. The studios included numerous examples in the suit, including characters from Cars, Toy Story, Shrek, The Avengers, and the Minions from Despicable Me. Now, we all know where all of our minds just went. I think you know where I'm going with this. Shrek porn. You cannot stop. And here's, if I was a lawyer for the AI company and they go, look, yes, did Disney create Shrek? Yes, they did. Did Disney create Cars and Toy Story? Yes, they did. But on the other hand, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, they want a jury trial. That's what they said. I'll go, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm here to represent Midjourney. I'm here to represent the AI company that's being sued. Before I even get started with my argument, show of hands. Who's jacked off to Shrek? Just take a look around, and all the jury. I would not raise my hand. I'm not a sick fuck. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, who's jacked off? Who's jacked off to Iron Man? Who's jacked off to Iron Man hentai? Just raise your hand. See everyone raising their hand? You can't stop us. I would like take my fucking mask off. I'd be like, I'm another lizard. I'm an AI lizard. I go, your race is coming to an end. Shrek porn is here. Both companies said they sent letters to Midjourney's counsel to prevent further copyright infringement, but the company continued to release iterations of its image generator. Midjourney, which made $300 million last year, ignored the plaintiff's demands. I'm on Midjourney's side. At least someone with a little bit of money and a little bit of balls gets to fuck Disney. I love it. I love a story where Disney gets fucked. Fuck them harder. Fuck them harder. That's what I would say. And I hope Disney loses this lawsuit. And you know what is so funny? Is that Disney is evil. And they defend their copyright so vigorously. And they have money for lawyers. And they have the momentum and financial leverage to be able to sue these AI companies. You know who can't sue? Everyone that's used Reddit ever. Anyone that's used the internet and contributed to the internet. Think about all the data that's on the internet. 99.99% of that data has been created by us, the people. And it's been used by ChatGPT. It's been used by OpenAI and Anthropic and Midjourney to train these models, which, by the way, are extremely valuable. But the only reason they're valuable is because of all this data. And did they pay for that data? No, the fuck they did not. Did they pay anyone? You know, Andrew Yang has that idea of the freedom dividend. I'm a smart fucking guy. It's called the AI dividend. Every time you've used Google, every time you've made a Facebook post, it's all being used to train these AI models, right? So you've done labor that they've used, and they're making money off your labor, off your content, off your data, and you get nothing. You know, you get to pay $20 a month. Not only are they using your data, not paying you, you pay. You give data and you pay. But who gets to sue? Satan. This is Satan suing Satan. This is Satan suing Hitler. I love it. This is Satan suing Hitler. Hey, this is like Hitler stealing everything and be like, fuck you, I'm taking all your shit. Fuck you, Disney. And Disney's be like, whoa, wait a minute, that's not okay. We got to wrap. Do we have any last minute things, last minute stories, George? I think there's. Can we take a look at the list? I think there's. I think we got to most everything. Sam. Oh, can we do the Sam Altman story? We'll close on this very quickly, and we'll get out of here. Thank you for being a listener to Sean's show. We're gonna leave you with another AI story. Because again, no one covers AI. I'm the only comedian that covers AI. And I want to leave you on a high note. Here's some good news, guys. Sam Altman from OpenAI. We may already have passed the point where artificial intelligence. Oh, we got, see, they're stopping. They're censoring us. If you're just listening, we just got popped up by my ad blocker. But let's try again here. Guys, I have good news. Sam Altman from OpenAI says we may have already passed the point where AI surpasses human intelligence. Woo! Hey, you know what? Good job, everyone. I love it that these AI gurus, Sam Altman, simultaneously, they are every other. Here's what's crazy with these AI CEOs. These AI CEOs, every time a media article comes out, 50% of the articles are being like, Sam Altman, AI is dangerous and we need to be worried. And then the other half of the articles are this: Sam Altman, AI superintelligence is here and we're so excited. Wait a minute, like Sam Altman's like, if AI becomes smarter than humans, we may have a problem on our hands, and we may be we're on the frontier. It's so like it's, and people don't see this, or maybe I don't know, maybe no one says this, but the AI CEOs are insane. They go, AI, we are on the edge of something that's never happened in history, and we have no idea. We have no idea what this could do to humanity. And we are continuing at breakneck speeds to make sure it fucking happens. It's like those two lesbians in that movie where they're like driving on the, what are the lesbians? It's Thelma and Louise. It's Sam Altman driving in the fucking car off the cliff. It's Sam Altman and Jensen Huang from NVIDIA. And they're the two gay guys. They're the gay, and they're like, and Jensen's like, Sam, I'm scared. I'm making the GPUs, but I'm scared. I don't know what to do. And Sam's like, do you love me? And Jensen's like, yes, I do love you. I love AI. I want to live with you in AI forever. I want to be an immortal. I want to be immortal with you in the AI servers, and I want to fuck you. I want to fuck a female version of you in an AI universe. Yeah? Well, let's go, Jensen. And then but we're all just like, we don't get a choice. You don't get a choice. when it comes to AI, you don't get a choice. Sam Altman and Jensen Huang and the CEO of Anthropic, whose name I don't recall, it's probably Klaus. They choose. AI is very scary. AI is very scary. We don't know where it's going to go. We saw that video about the LA protests. It's being used for disinformation. These are things that have real consequences on the world. And if you're a guy who's like, hey, maybe we should slow down a little bit. These guys are saying, fuck you. I get a yacht. Fuck you. I want another yacht. AI is scary. It could lead to some pretty dystopian shit. We could lose our rights. We could lose our identities. We could lose everything. We could lose our safety. We could lose control. We could lose control. And Sam's going, yeah, whatever. Fuck you. I want a yacht. Now, that's okay. We love capitalism. We got to go. In conclusion, go reason with. You have to reason with the unreasonable. Reason with ICE. Reason with AI. The solution is reason. It's always been reason. The solution is not concrete. The solution is not concrete. The solution is using your voice. It's leveraging AI. It's suing Disney. It's suing its lawsuits. The solution is always a lawsuit. Thank you for joining Sean's show. We got to go. Subscribe to the show on Spotify. Follow the show on Spotify. Review on Spotify. I'm on the road, seanreillycomedy.com. I'm going to be in Columbus and I'm going to be in Dallas. I'm going to be headlining in those cities. I do stand-up comedy. So if you're still listening to this, you're probably amongst 12 people, which means you need to buy a ticket or else I'll commit suicide, as I always say. Guys, thanks so much. Give it up for George sticking around after the hour. We'll see you next week. Stay safe.